Greetings, my saplings. In today's video, we'll be talking about the white cement 3s, the gold toe 1s, also the OVO 8s, and briefly at the end, I just wanted to mention some news about some upcoming Yeezys that I feel like you guys might be interested in. But to kick it off, I really wanted to stress this point. So on Nike sneakers, obviously I've been telling you guys to use the multiple people jig, and I stressed the point that you should be using a hotspot. I got a couple of DMs, or not a couple, I got 2 DMs from you guys saying that the hotspot actually didn't work. You still got IP banned with the hotspot, and a lot of you guys said that you weren't getting IP banned with the hotspot, and I know I wasn't myself, but still, 2 people out of I don't know how many people who tried it, it's still a risk, and I don't want any risk involved for this, guys. So, to be honest, instead of using a hotspot, just to be safe, guys, I want to be as safe as possible when using this stuff because I don't want to take an L. I want you guys to use a VPN instead. So there are plenty of VPNs you can get for free online. Obviously, there's limitations with the free ones, but all you have to make sure is that your IP address is anonymous. Make sure it says your IP is private, or maybe that it says it's untraceable. For instance, I found one, it's called XVPN. Now, for the free trial, you get 500 megabytes, which is, it's perfectly fine if you're just using it for getting the shoes. Obviously, make sure you turn it off after you're done. You don't want to watch a video with it on because it's just going to use up all of it. So, yeah, basically XVPN, that's the one I'm using right now, and when that expires, I'll go find another one. There's plenty of free VPNs, and if you're really interested, go ahead and pay a small fee of, maybe it's like $5 a month for a real good VPN. Completely up to you guys. I'm just going to use a free one because that should do us well, and also for the payment, just to be safe, if you have multiple payment methods, I would use as many different ones as possible. But say you only have one, I guess it's fine. Keep it the same. But I'm just trying to, experiment a little. Let's see if maybe it's the payment that's the issue. And who knows, maybe in the future it'll be the address that's the issue. But with that out of the way, now let's talk about the white cement 3s, because there were some updates that we got from the last video that I posted. For instance, we got the Keith raffle. Now, the Keith raffle you can only sign up for, well, you could sign up for anywhere, but the pickups are only in New York. So if you're in the New York vicinity, feel free to take the drive there, or if you're in New York, definitely sign up for the Keith raffle. For the Keith raffle, you can make as many accounts as you want. I've gone through this multiple times, guys. So for all the raffles that I'm going to be mentioning, you guys know what's up. You guys know what's going on. When they ask you for a phone number, unless there's a verification process, you could put a random phone number. Maybe you put family members' phone numbers just to be safe. What I like to do, I just change the last few digits of my phone number. And then for the emails, on most websites, you can add a +1, +2, +3, etc. I know on sneakers and stuff, that doesn't work, but on most sites it does work. And then when it comes to your address, if they ask you for an address, what you're going to want to do is change the last word to an abbreviation for one. You could spell it wrong for another. There's multiple ways you could spell it wrong. And when they ask you for different payment methods, that's the only thing you can't get around. You will have to use different ones. What you can do if you really want a lot of entries, you can open up multiple PayPal accounts and connect a credit card. That will charge you an extra 5%, but it really doesn't matter considering most of these shoes we're talking about are going to resell anyways. So aside from the Keith raffle, you guys know what to do with these raffles now to get multiple entries. We also have the Slam Jam Socialism raffle. The same deal with this one, guys. They don't require payment, actually. There's only a few things they ask for. I think it's like your phone number, maybe your email address. You can make as many entries as you want. So good luck with those raffles. If you wanted more raffles, it's a little too late for that, guys, because most of them already expired. So if you missed yesterday's video, guys, turn on notifications so you stay updated all the time. You don't want to miss out on some of these raffles and take L's because of it. I also wanted to mention tonight or tomorrow morning at 3 a.m. Eastern Time, Soulbox Online will be releasing these. But moving on, let's talk about the gold toes, guys, because those are coming up right around the corner on the 16th. So anything that I'm mentioning here, if you're wondering how I get these updates, first of all, you want to turn on notifications for me so I'm always updating you. That's the easiest way to do it. But also, check out soullinks.com. Soullinks.com is one of my favorite websites. I always go there for updates. They have like I'd say 70% of the updates. Obviously, they don't have it all. You have to check other sources as well, and that's why you turn on notifications, because I will find those for you guys. For the gold toes, there are going to be tons of retailers that you are going to be able to try on the 16th at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. So obviously, we know sneakers, Nike sneakers, there's going to be the most stock there. So feel free to use the multiple people jig on there. Obviously, like I mentioned before, do what I told you, use the VPN, change up the payment method. But I also wanted to mention Kicks USA. For everyone who has bought off of Kicks USA in the past, you guys know that Kicks USA often does sort of like a queue. It's very, very similar to the splash page that adidas.com uses, where they track your cookies. They don't track your IP address, so obviously they can release it first come, first serve, but oftentimes they do use the queue. So if they do use the queue, guess what, guys? We can use the multiple people jig. And no, you don't need an account. It's not like sneakers where you need to verify phone numbers. Nope. You just have to go where the shoe is releasing, enter the queue on every single Chrome user that you have, and say you have 10 computers. You could do the multiple people jig on all 10 computers, and by that time, guys, you're almost guaranteed a pair. But it's not guaranteed that this is going to be released via queue. Of course, it can be first come, first serve. What I would suggest, though, make sure you have at least as a backup on every single Chrome user, you have one tab for Kicks USA, because you never know. If it does happen to release via queue, that's going to be your best shot. Of course, I also wanted to mention every single other first come, first serve that is going to be releasing at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on the 16th. Those of which will be Shoe Palace, Shop Nice Kicks, RU Villa, Finish Line on the app only, as well as I also forgot to mention that Foot Locker, Champs, and Foot Action, all throughout the apps, you can sign up if you're within the vicinity of any pickup locations. I'm not sure if they're going to be releasing on their website. That's definitely a possibility, but even if they do, it's almost impossible to add to cart on those websites, so don't waste your time on there if you ask me. I also believe that some Foot Lockers, Champs, and Foot Actions, some of which are going to be doing first come, first serve. So if you live near any and you're not feeling comfortable doing any online stuff, go ask your guys saying, hey, are you doing first come, first serve? Are you doing maybe like those real ticket raffles? If you are, I'll be there. Also on the app, you could feel free to sign up on Chic. And the last one I wanted to mention, tomorrow morning or tonight, whatever you want to call it, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, The Good Will Out will be releasing these. Obviously, bots will probably overrun this site, but it's still worth a try if you're willing to maybe set your alarm for this time, wake up, try to get them, and then just go back to sleep. It's up to you. Now, obviously, as we get closer to the 16th, I'm sure more will pop up, so I would advocate checking sole links. Now, the last shoe, aside from the news at the end I want to talk about, is the OVO 8s. Unfortunately, there's only 2 places that I know to get these. If you guys know any more places to get any of these shoes, if you guys know any tips and tricks, whatever, share them in the comments. This is a community, guys. It's not just a channel, so feel free to subscribe. Not to the channel, but feel free to subscribe so you can join this wonderful, friendly, helpful community. So the OVO 8 so far, the only place I know is going to be the sneakers app and the sneakers website. Obviously, the multiple people jig. Use the VPN, change up payment. And then also there will only be 2 Foot Action locations. So if you're within the vicinity of either one of these Foot Action locations, obviously sign up there. Your chances are very, very unlikely. And hopefully you guys didn't miss my video on the OVO 8 raffle and how to get multiple entries there, because it already ended. So like I said, guys, if you haven't already, turn on notifications. So that'll conclude it for all those shoes, but I did want to briefly mention a couple of things regarding Yeezys. Yep, guys, Yeezys are coming around the corner. I know it's been a while, but guys, they're coming around. So first of all, the Yeezy 500 pre-release will be on the 14th. You can sign up now if you're willing to go to LA to pick them up on the pre-release. But I can guarantee you guys, it will be an easy cop, at least for everyone on this channel, because they're releasing on adidas.com for one. Obviously, we're going to use the multiple people jig there. If we make enough Chrome users, guys, I'm telling you, it should be an easy cop. They're supposed to be very, very limited, but with this jig, I really do think we have high chances. Along with the multiple people jig, I did find another jig for Yeezy supply. And no, this isn't the LTE jig that I came up with a while ago, where you have to use LTE to spam the bookmark so you get in before Yeezy Mafia makes a tweet. No, this is a bypass. It's a bypass to get past the waiting line on YeezySupply.com. So I do think you also have a very high chance of copying the Yeezy 500s through Yeezy Supply. Now, with that out of the way, I'm just trying to install some confidence into you guys for these upcoming Yeezys. But with that out of the way, I also wanted to mention that Red October Yeezys might be coming around the corner. Now, I don't know if it's going to be a V2. I don't know if it's going to be a 700 perhaps. So let me know in the comments. Would you guys be excited to see a Yeezy 350 V2 in a Red October colorway? Or maybe would you be interested in seeing a possible Yeezy 750 in a Red October colorway? Let me know down in the comments. Feel free to subscribe. Feel free to leave a like if you learned something, if you perhaps enjoyed whatever floats your boat. With that, I'm out of here, guys. Good luck on every single one of these releases. I'll see you guys later.
Bing bang, ding ding ding.